Hello. Hi. So, how are we doing today? You are so welcome to today's episode of Fresh Start. And I'm so excited to be with you guys. And I know that everyone is doing so great, right? So, how are you doing? I hope we're doing so good. Hello. Okay. So, today we will be looking at something so important. Like we talked about the last time, we said we were going to be looking at business, okay? And I'm so sorry, my voice is not really so much of the best today. I woke up like this. And I'm just trying my best to see if I'll be able to actually speak aloud so everyone can hear me. But if you can hear me, can you put in the chat for those of you in the Zoom or wherever you may be that yes, I can hear you. Okay, so how are we today? I've been really been under the weather lately, and I'm just believing God that everything is gonna be all right. Okay, and it's really been affecting a lot that I needed to do. But I know that it's going to be okay. Yes, it's definitely going to be okay. Okay, so hey there. Hello to each and every one of you. Everyone that's watching me from Facebook, from YouTube, from the Zoom, from Instagram, can you just say hello to me right now? You're welcome to the Fresh Start series, and this is Ruth Hepzibah, and I am going to be your host today on the Fresh Start series, where we'll be igniting your entrepreneurial fire with all the tales of unstoppable successes and unwavering determination to get started again and move up. So if you know that you are so excited to be here, to be able to rise up again and get started and keep moving, can you give me some sparkling fingers right now? Yay! I'm so glad because I know that you all are awesome. And I'm so happy with all the success stories. I'm so happy with everyone that's been sending me messages. I am super happy. I'm so glad that what we're doing on Fresh Start series is actually going out and going so great on a lot of us. And we are doing so good. Yes, I'm super excited. And I know you're excited too. And that's why we're going on to the next stage, which is entrepreneurship. So we've been through everything. We've been through forgiveness. We've been through being able to get started again. And we've been through giving up everything and saying, yes, I am ready. I am available. I am good and gorgeous enough to get started. And we have been able to build up all our confidence again, right? And today we are moving into the entrepreneurship where we'll be building more and more entrepreneurs, right? So, as many people that want to get started in their business, because what we got from our polls is that most people want to have either side businesses, or they want to start up businesses, or they want to get better in their businesses. And we only have a very few number of people that want to move on with their career and are asking for how they can write their resumes and every other thing. We're gonna teach you all that, but for today and right now, and for the next couple of days, we'll be looking at how to set up your business and get it running, and like running in the next 3 weeks. You should be able to launch out. Yes, I tell you, and begin to make so much money, because that is the whole essence of what we're doing. We want to be able to know how we can start up again, how, because so many people are down financially and their credit is messed up. Everything is so bad, and they don't know where they're going to start up again and how they're going to move up and be able to claim all those things and get it all wiped out. I tell you, by the time you're able to believe in yourself and in whatever God has put in you, and you're ready to get it up again, and you start up that business, and we'll be giving up a lot of business ideas in the next couple of days. And I know that as we are looking out on those business ideas, looking at how we can design, how we can use AI to our own advantage, how we'll be looking at some side hustles that you can do and that can gradually grow into your main hustle. We'll be looking at how to do editings and so much from the polls, everything that you've sent down. We've looked at it and we're putting it into this program of Fresh Start. And I tell you, it's definitely going to be awesome, because you are great. You are awesome. You are the reason why we are here. And you are the reason why the world is going to be a better place. And when you decide and take that decision today to understand what's going to take you to get started in the next 3 weeks, then I tell you, you will be able to tell the success story like so many other people have been able to tell those stories. Yes, and I'll be sharing some stories of people and how they've been able to rise up. Yes, the first person we'll be looking at is Steve Jobs. You know him, right? A young college dropout rejected by countless investors, facing financial ruins, sound like the perfect recipe for failure. Everybody felt he was a failure. Is that right or wrong? Let me tell you one thing. Steve Jobs is the visionary genius behind the Apple Incorporated that we're using today. Despite all his setbacks, Steve never lost faith in his vision of revolutionizing the tech industry. He did all he could. His ideas didn't make sense to people because that was not what was on board. So people didn't understand, investors didn't understand when he was saying that this is the new trend, this is the future. Nobody understood him. They felt he was just a dreamer, right? And guess what? Amidst all the setbacks, he took them as stepping stones to success, and he embraced everything and learned from them, made all his mistakes, and boom, the journey to greatness. And who have I been talking about? Steve Jobs of Apple Incorporated. What about Oprah Winfrey? From her childhood that looked like it was so tumultuous and it was filled with all sorts of poverty, all sorts of abuse, and she ended up, because she was able to push forward, she became one of the most influential media moguls of our time. And I tell you, Oprah's journey is a testament of the indomitable spirit. So when you are dogged and you believe that I can make it, irrespective of where I am coming from, irrespective of who I am, irrespective of what people think I am, irrespective of how they judge me, and you tell yourself, I don't care, I'm definitely going to move up to the top because that's where I belong. I tell you, despite all these challenges that we're facing, Oprah Winfrey, what happened? She refused to be defined by her circumstances. And instead, what did she do? She turned all her pains to what? She turned them to purpose. And she turned all her struggles to what? She turned them to strength. So let me tell you, if you are passing through any form of adversity, remember, you are the only one that matters. Remember, your past does not define your future. Remember, your past can never lead you to where you're going, or else you begin a present now and redefining your path and looking at where you're going to and defining your future. It begins today. I tell you, you have the power to rewrite your story. You have the power to recreate your life. You have the power to have that life that you've ever dreamt of. See, you do not have to be brought down by others. You don't need to look at what people think about you, but think about what you think about yourself. Age is but a number. Age is but a number, I tell you. Some people start so great and they go down, and some people start late in life. Some people start early and they also never go down. Some people have very awesome background that propelled them to their future. Some people have awesome background they never took advantage of and they never got to the future. And some other people have their destinies in their hands and they can define it and draw it out how they want it to be. And I'm talking to you today because I know that you belong to the category of people that I am talking about. What is putting you down in that spot? What is making you sit down where you are right now? What is limiting you and not help making you move forward to where you want to be? Oh, I don't have those ideas. I can never do it. I tell you, everybody can do it as long as you be brought forth to this world. You can do it because your journey began the very moment you came out and you got into this world. And there's one man I also like in business, Elon Musk, right? He's a visionary entrepreneur. Can you imagine where he started from? And he never allowed anything to bring him down. He had a passion for pushing the boundaries of innovations. He had a passion, he had the audacity, and he had the ambition. He launched SpaceX. He launched Tesla. And he's been bringing up ideas that people think can never be possible, and he just brings them up and he makes it become a reality. That can be you. That idea you think can never become to reality can be you. Who need to drive it? People don't believe that it can ever come to reality, but you believe in yourself, you believe in your ideas, then push it. Push it today. Let nothing stop you. Lately, I had just a lot that needed to stop me. And I'm like, no. I woke up this morning with my voice all gone. I'm like, no, stopping me today. I'm going to step up and I'm going to talk about it. You don't allow nothing, nobody, nothing stop you from moving forward, from doing that which you need to do, because you are the only person that matters in your revolution to greatness. And not until you understand that, you can never be great. So today, I just want to welcome you again to our Fresh Start series. And we will be looking at everything entrepreneurship, understanding how to start a business. What are those nitty-gritties that need to be in it? And we're looking at 5 comprehensive guides that will introduce you to your business startup. Okay, so let us look at it. Before we get started, I want you to take your pen and your paper. Okay? Get it right now and start writing. Write that idea that you have that looks like it can never be possible. It can never become a reality. Put it down. Great. And if you don't mind sharing, you can send it to us on our DMs or in the chat, or you can send it to the emails hello@rootmcverhaven.com, and we will look at them and we'll be able to help you and give you feedback. So what are those key components that you need to start up your business? Before we look at the key components, what is business? What does it mean to start up a business? So, to start it up, you need to understand that business is not just about having a great idea. Everybody have a great idea. But it is about talking about that idea and taking that idea and turning it into a sustainable venture that adds value to people's lives. I was talking to someone the other day and I told them, a group of persons, when I had a chat with them, and I'm like, I can remember I used to have a book while I was growing up of a lot of ideas, business ideas. At that point, it didn't make sense. Nobody believed in them. I was pretty young. I was like 16, 17, maybe 15. And nobody believed in those dreams. And I kept on writing them down. I never pushed them. But you know what? They are all existing today because someone else got those ideas and they turned them into reality. and they turn them into sustainable venture. So any idea you put down and you leave it in your book and your paper will remain there, and it's never going to bring you income. It's never going to help you bring any economic value to you. Okay? So ideas are not just enough, but moving to the next stage of executing those ideas is what is key, right? Like I always say, the first step, taking that first step in business, taking that first step in your life, taking that first step to recovery is all that matters. If you fail to take that step, nobody is going to take it for you. And that idea is going to remain there like a trash in your journal, and it will never turn to reality. So, let's talk about business. I love talking about business. I love helping people, you know, grow from where they are to where they ought to be. I love guiding people because I know there are just so many people like me. So many people like me that just need that help, that they just need somebody to guide them, to propel them to where they need to be. Not everyone is privileged. And that is why I'm here as your coach to help you move. You have no other choice than to make it. And why am I so interested in helping you? Because I've been there. I know what it means to be stuck and not being able to rise, to be stuck and you become a tool for everyone. Everything everybody say is correct. You don't have a mind of your own. You cannot move. You cannot take the next step. And I'm telling you today, take the first step. And that first step is your business idea, which I say you should put down. So now, what is a business? What do we mean when we say business startup? It refers to the set and processes of creating a new business. There's so many ways, there's so many steps you're going to go through to start up a new business. And it is driven by what? Innovation. It is driven by entrepreneurship. It is driven by the identification of a market opportunity. It involves having that first idea and developing it and launching it to become an enterprise. And what is the main aim? Why are you doing all this? You are doing all this to make profit, to earn a living, to make life better for yourself, right? So I tell you, anything that is going to help you, do it. Okay. Now, I know that you may be feeling so overwhelmed. You may be feeling so unsure. Where am I going to start from? How am I going to get started? How do I even think of an idea in the first place? What can I do? I'm just useless. I'm just not good enough. I can't even think of anything. I tell you, don't worry. That you are living, there is a need that must be satisfied. And that need must be turned into money. Because the main aim of getting into business is what? To make profit. So if you get into business and you're not making profit, then zero. So your business idea, your opportunities, everything, what is driving you? So let us look at the basic components. And I'm going to give you 8 of them. 8. 8 of them. And the first one, which we'll be talking about, is the idea generation. Because you cannot start a business without an idea, right? You cannot start a business without an idea. So this is where it all begins. Your spark of inspiration, your spark of creativity. Whether it's a revolutionary product, a disruptive service, a game-changing solution, an idea generation, everything we are talking about is the foundation upon which your business will be built. And most times when I'm talking about starting up a business or generating an idea, what I tell people is we're going to do the exercise right now. Just take a break, look around you, look around your life, look around your family, look around your community, look around your church, your mosque, or wherever you worship. Look around, everything around you, your friends, your well-wishers, your enemies. Is there a need that you think needs to be satisfied? Even in your home, even as you're watching me right now, is there a need that you think should be satisfied? Some of us are on social media 24/7. Have you been able to see the need and things you can do differently while you are there? Are there problems you encounter in life? Are there problems you encounter in any of your services? Are there problems you encounter daily that you feel if it is done differently, then it would have been better? Then you have a business idea. I tell you, you got a business idea. So, what is the business idea we're talking about? What is your business idea? Are we with me? So write it down. Those things that you just discovered, put it down. Because this phase involves brainstorming. It involves identifying a viable business idea or a concept that you feel people need and you feel will bring money. You feel it's going to be a game changer when it is executed. Don't copy people. There are so many people doing business and they are not making profit. Why? Because my friend is doing it, so let me do it. Oh, the whole world is doing it, let me get in there. And you get in there without proper planning, not understanding it, and you're doomed. Understand your idea, generate an idea. Okay, I'm in business today. I realized that I was grieving and there is a need for people who are stuck to be unstuck, right? And I decided to bridge that gap and help people who are stuck to be unstuck. That is a niche. That is a niche for me. And it's just like that, you know. Maybe you know so much about how to do a lot of stuff with the computer, and a lot of people around you don't know how to use them. That is a business idea. So keep brainstorming, write it down, write five of those ideas that you think you have. It could be that unique products or services. It could be the gap in the marketplace. It could be a novel solution to an existing problem. What is that thing that you need to do? Write it down. I believe in writing. When you write, then you are already in the way of success. So, once you have that idea, and peradventure you don't have an idea, don't worry. The next thing we'll be looking at, I think from next week, we'll be looking at some ideas. We'll be giving you some business ideas that you can work with. You can elaborate on it. You can adjust it to suit your environment, and you can start working immediately. What we want from you is to see that you are able to rise beginning from today. Start making money, start beginning to think like, I want to make money. I want to help people. I want to make an impact. I want to be great in my chosen career. So when you now have that idea, it's time to roll up your sleeves and start diving into the world of market research. So this is a very crucial step. Market research is so crucial. It involves understanding your target audience, knowing them, how they interact, how they work, what can be done, identifying all your opportunities, analyzing your competitors. All these things are the things you're going to analyze in your market research, including your risk in the market space, everything you're going to put down and begin to check it out. How risky is this job? Who are my competitors? Who are the people already doing it? How are they doing it? What are they doing? What are they not doing? Right? What are they supposed to do differently that they are not doing? Then you start looking at all that. You begin to understand your target audience is very key. Who are the people I want to reach in my business? And you know what? Knowledge is power. So the more you know about your market, the better equipped you will be to make informed decisions. And as you are conducting your market research, it is very crucial to understand the demand for the product and the services, to analyze the competitors, to identify your target demographics, and also to assess the potential risk and opportunities. Don't forget it. Write it out like that. And I tell you, you will just be like, oh my gosh, you already understand where you are going by the time you're done with this. This shouldn't take you so much time to do. So let's look at maybe 2, 3 days. Yes, you get it done. If you are serious, research it properly and keep researching. Conduct a poll in your groups where you belong, on social media, physically and everywhere. Ask them questions. Tell people to assess this thing. You may not tell them what you want to do, but just so you know where and how much you can charge. What do you think this is a good? Then you'll be able to make informed decision if this is a good thing to get involved in. If you go in, you look at those people that are also doing the business, you can talk to them, go for consultation, ask them about their business. Then you know what is involved. Then you know how to go about it. So the next one, which is number 3, is business planning. So with your research in hand, it is time to put your pen to paper and create a comprehensive business plan. Your business plan is the roadmap that will outline all your objectives, your strategies, your financial projections, and your operational processes, as well as guiding you through each stage of your startup journey. So this plan, it is key. Understanding it is important. But you know what? There is more. So let's talk about this all important business plan. Let's talk about this business plan that is your roadmap to success. What are those things you need to outline in them? Your goals, your objectives, your investors, the reason why you are in business, you want to be in that business, your projected income, your cash flow, right? Your prospects, your leads generation, everything you know about your business, you're going to put it in there. Your company logo, your company name. And you know what? Your company name is the least important in starting up a business, because most times people get stuck trying to get the best name, and they are there 3 years they're trying to get a name for their business. Just get started. Let it be Root Ventures. You know, just get started. You can always change it. So that's the least important of it all. Your financial projections, your marketing approach, those are important things. Your operational processes, those are important things. Your goals, those are important things. Those are the things that you're going to put in your business plan. And I think one of these days we're going to do, I'm going to talk about how to create a business plan, because I know that's one problem a lot of people have. And we'll look at it step by step on how to get your business plan running. And I tell you, you'll just be so excited and happy that you're able to do what you're doing. So what is the next one, number 4? Your legal structure and registration. You see this thing, I'm giving to you this roadmap, I'm giving to you these 8 roadmaps I'm giving to you. Just follow it, and I tell you, you can never go wrong. Your business will be started in as fast as you can think of. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, you are up and going. You already have a legal structure moving and working for you. So, what's the legal structure and registration? If you're in the US or you're in my state where I am right now, just get a name, okay? Root Ventures, right? And I just go to the county and I register a DBA. So I get it registered same day while I start thinking of getting it registered with the LLC. So even if you're going to do LLC, it still takes like 1 to 2 weeks with, especially when you in Texas where I live, one in the 5 days to 2 weeks you got it done. And it is as fast as 5 days. I'm telling you. So when you put it in everything, $300, you got it registered. But if you don't have $300 to register your LLC, you walk into your county and tell them I want to register a DBA, and you give them your business name and they get it registered for you. Some counties $25, some counties $40. It depends on the county you belong to. But in less than $50, you got it registered. So that is for the registration. Then you start looking out for the insurance for your business, because it's good you have insurance, and depending on the kind of business you're doing. So you start checking out which insurance is going to be good for you, right? Then you start looking out for the permits. And that's why we talked about the market research. And we said it's key, because that will help you know those permits that you need to get started in your business. If your business needs a permit, if your business needs any form of certifications for you to get it registered. Okay, do I need to register it after registering with the county or the state? Do I need to register with anybody again? Maybe am I going to register with any organization to get started in my business? So these are some of the things you need to look out for. And when you look out for these things, I tell you, they look like they're not important, but I tell you they are so super important. So you look at it, the nitty-gritty of all legalities is to get it registered and to know what the legal implication of starting up a business in your county or in your state or in your country. So you get it registered and do the rightful thing and do the legal footing, everything that is necessary. And like I said, it can be as low as $25, and it can also be as high as $300 if you registering LLC. But if you don't have money and you're just starting up, like a lot of us are, we don't have any money, we can just register our business name. Or better still, just do business in our name, which doesn't need to be registered. Okay? So you now go in through all these stages, the insurance, the permits, the registrations, and it takes you now to funding, which is number 5. How am I going to fund my business? This is the lifeblood of every startup, I tell you. So securing the adequate funding is so essential for covering all your initial expenses and fueling your growth. So whether it is through your personal savings or through loans, through investors, through crowdfunding, just find the right funding for your business. And there are also a lot of businesses, especially the side hustles, we'll be talking about very soon. They don't need no money to get them started. All it needs is you and your commitment, right? That thing you're doing with your time, do it and be committed to what will give you money and what will get you started and give you extra bucks, okay, to get things done. And maybe you can just be doing all that to raise fund for the real business that you want to do. So it's not just about the money, about finding the right investors and the right partners and the right people that we share in your vision and we share in your values. So I tell you, securing the finances, securing your funding is crucial for covering all your initial expenses. But in most of all these things, there are always the free versions. Just like you have the big ones, you also have the small ones. And I tell you, you are just the limiting factor. You want to get started, there are a lot of businesses you can do with your phone. There are a lot of things you can do by just sitting down in your house. There are so much you can do by just learning just a little more skill to get started. There are just so much you can do with freelancing. You don't need to put in money there, you know. So if you're watching me right now, then you have the right tool and the right capacity to be able to do some good business with your phone, with your laptop, with your iPad. Okay? Excuse me. So just start thinking of what you can do to raise money. Excuse me. Now that you have your products and everything ready to go with your funding, what's the next stage? Sorry. I told you I woke up like this and I've been like this for a while. I don't know. But you know what? It's not stopping me. So if it's not going to stop me from doing what I'm doing today and what I've been doing all these days, then I see nothing stopping you. Okay? I've just been under the weather because it's been like changing. We just have like a bipolar weather and it's just affecting me like every day. But it's not going to stop me from sharing and helping everyone like I promised. So we're going to go in there. I'm going to get it done because your success is my happiness. Your success is my joy. Because as we keep doing this, we keep building a community and we keep building a community of people that are willing to help. We keep building a community of a better nation, a better world. So the sixth one is our product development and service offering. Like I said at the beginning, this is a crash course. Normally, we could take this course for a long time, like up to 3 months, trying to break it down. But this is a crash course because I wanted to get it immediately. And we start rolling and we start making money. Because tomorrow we're going to be in March. When we started this program in January 28th, I was wondering, it's a long time, all through the month of February. But I'm telling you, it's already the end of February. It looks like yesterday. So I tell you, time is not waiting for no man. It's not going to wait for you. It's not waiting for nobody. So if you want time to be waiting for you before you keep moving, you're not going to go nowhere. So take up that step today. If you already have all the first 5 steps we've talked about, then the next one is your product development and your service offering. So what do you want to give to the world? Because the groundwork is already laid. So we're giving it, like, let's say 1 week for the groundwork. So in the second week, what do you want to start doing immediately? So it's to bring your vision to life. It's to start doing your test running. It's to start doing everything. It's to start checking if you whether you're going to be developing a groundbreaking product or services, or offering a cutting edge service. Or let me tell you, this phase involves prototyping, testing, refining your product, refining your offering to meet all of your customer needs and expectations. This stage is very crucial. Developing your product and services and offering it involves refining your initial idea. It involves prototyping. If applicable, I'm telling you, if you need to do some prototypes for people to see, maybe you want to get into t-shirt designs and production, then you need to start test running and doing them. Or what do I need to make a t-shirt? Okay, what if I do it like that? Am I going into drop shipping? Am I going into print on demand? If I'm going to produce it myself, what kind of brand of t-shirt? I need to start making them at very low cost, or even for free for people. Let them check it, wash it. You do it yourself. You check it, put it in the washing machine. You do hand wash. You do all sorts. Is it going to come together straight? What product will be best? You just need to do all these, because these are things that are very crucial in your whole system, because you don't want to do and get into the market and you are out and a lot of people are criticizing your products. Okay, maybe you want to go into coaching, maybe you want to do whatever you want to do, but you need to test run it, and this is the stage. And who said you cannot make money while you are prototyping? You can. Okay, so you get into this stage, you get it done, then we move to the next stage, which is number 7, and that is branding and marketing. So in your branding, in your marketing, I tell you, now that you have your product and your services ready to go, it is your time. It is that your time and your season. It is time to spread the good news to the world. It is time to let the whole world know that I got a product. Yes, I made it. I did it. I worked on a speaking engagement the other day, and someone was about came in to give his review, and the next minute he ran out from the back and he was screaming, "I did it, Miss Ruth! I did it!" I'm like, really? And he was just super excited. He did it. Yes, he was able to bring his idea to life for the first time in his life. That can be you. That can be anybody. So you need to begin to spread the word. At this stage, you need to, if you're going to be outsourcing your graphics and all that, okay. If you need to learn it DIY, out. No, in this class, I'm going to train you on how you can do most of these things by yourself to limit your costs, because I know a lot of us don't have money to do most of these things. Okay, how do I get my banner? How do I get my logos? How do I get started on branding, my color scheme, and all that? No problem. These are things that are not difficult. It's just, and you don't need so much skills to be able to do it. You just need you. Okay, so your branding and your marketing is key. And like I always tell people, word of mouth, you can never beat it. The people in your neighborhood, do they know what you do? Do they know your business? Do they know how you do it? Do they know how you get there? So the branding and the marketing is key. Now you have your product, bring it to the world, because any product you put under remains under. But anything you take out for the world to see brings money, brings influence, brings people, attracts people to you, to your product, and you begin to make an impact. Because the whole essence of all this is to be able to make an impact to the world. And that's why whatever product or idea you are looking at, I told you, it has to be looking out for the needs, something to be a solution to the world's need. Once you see a need, then there is a business. Okay? So, creating a strong brand identity and implementing the effective marketing strategies are very essential in building your business awareness. It is essential in attracting your customers, and it is very essential in differentiating your startup from every other company. So next, which is the last one, is launch it and operate, right? So now that we got our product ready, we've been able to brand our product. What next? What's the next thing? The next is that we are going to now launch out. How are you going to launch out? Depends on the kind of business you're doing. So you look at your business and you launch out. So this phase involves the official introduction of the business to the whole world. It involves setting up operations and embarking on an exciting journey of running and growing your enterprise. You see how excited I am about it? You know what joy you have when you know that this is my own. It's not for no man. And we're looking at how you can run away from the 9 to 5 jobs and begin to be a business mogul. And it begins with one step. So the launch phase involves officially introducing this business to the whole world. So how are you going to do it? Are you going to have like a launch event? Maybe your online presence, which is your website. Yes, we're going to teach you how to get free websites. Then get into social media and use all your social media influences, all these groups you belong to. Let them begin to work for you. If you belong to a group where you cannot sell yourself or your products, then run away from such group. Is that clear? So after all this, you now start making the first initial sales efforts. That is the one that is difficult, to have the first sale. And when you get that first sale, I tell you, boom, you've made it. Okay? So now you begin to run your business daily. How am I going to run it? Who is going to be in my business? But I tell you, you need to be present in your business. Another thing that people don't understand is that when the business money comes, don't spend it to put it back in the business. Let the business begin to get more money invested in it for marketing and all sorts, branding, more and more branding, so that you begin to make more money. Buy more equipment that will help you, buy more tools that will help you grow, invest in your CRMs and everything that will help you grow, invest in your customer service, invest in continuous improvement every day. Be conscious about improving yourself and your business. And now that you know these 8 things that we've talked about, awesome. And what are those 8 things we talked about? We started from where? The idea generation, the market research, the business planning, the legal structure and registration, then the funding, the product development and service offering, the branding and marketing, and lastly, launch and operation. So, now that we know all this, we cannot talk about the startup journey without us talking about its challenges and the opportunities. So, what are those challenges? Those things you will face in your business startup. You're definitely going to face limited funding, because for most of us, we don't even have money to start. But don't let it deter you, because there are so many ways around it. If you go on Google, Google is your friend. Search, how do I raise money through crowdfunding for my business idea? It will show you a lot. So you put it down and you begin to apply for them. Apply them in raising funds for your business. Then you go to your market competition. You just knew, but there are so many others that have been there, because the market is already saturated. If you think of any business today, it's already been done somewhere. If you think of a business, someone else is doing it somewhere. In fact, my son was telling me, he said, anything you think there's an innovation today, it has been innovated a long time ago. In like 700 years ago, it has been done already. And that is true. So that should not deter you from moving on. I see people start up today, and in the next 6, 7 months, they are leaders. You too can be one. With determination and consistency, you can get your business to the next level. I am a living testimony. People may not believe in what you're doing. You may do a lot that may start and fail, but we are teaching you how to start it up right now and not fail again if you put all these things we are putting you through into consideration. Then, scaling and growth. How are you going to scale your business? How are you going to market it? How are you going to help it grow? How are you going to generate leads? Just so much that you'll be thinking about. Leave those thoughts for those strategies that you already had. That was how we started all those stuff. And we talked about business planning. Remember, that is where that is. So, what about adaptability and resilience? Because of uncertainties, today you make sales, tomorrow no sales, next tomorrow sales. There is always this tendency to be withdrawn. No, stand there, keep moving. There will always be ups and downs, but with consistency, and keep improving yourself and improving your product, and see everything as a stepping stone, as a way to rise and do better. The sky is just a stepping stone. What about innovations and differentiations? You just need to continue to learn to stay relevant because every day things are happening. The other day, someone was telling me, with the coming of AI, jobs are going to be out, people are going to be out of jobs, and things. And I said, no. It's not as if AI is a new technology, like new. It's just like an innovated technology, and like a development of an existing technology. Okay, if people were never out of business then, they cannot be out of business now. Okay, so with AI and with all the innovations, learn it, use them to your advantage. Stop grumbling about how it's going to affect people and their businesses. People, you talking about how it's going to affect people and their businesses. People are using it to improve their businesses, right? So be a leader in your business. Keep reading about your business. Keep learning. Read white papers every day. Okay, what is that new innovation that just came out? What are those people? This is what I do. How is maybe someone else just did something better. Let me see the packaging somebody else did that is better than my own packaging so I can improve. Let me see the marketing someone else did that is better than my own marketing so I can improve. These things are key. So stop complaining and grumbling about other people. Start looking at how you can use those challenges and those opportunities, those challenges, and turn them into opportunities. So, like I said in conclusion, starting a business is an exciting but challenging endeavor. So, it requires careful planning, strategic decision making, perseverance, and a willingness to learn and adapt. So, if you know you are not in any of these that I mentioned, start learning how to, I'm not saying quit, no. Start learning how to use them, how to do them. You're not going to quit. You start learning how to be a team player. You start learning how to learn and adapt. You start learning how to persevere. You start learning how to make decisions, strategic decisions, and you start learning how to plan. If you've never had a planner before, go get a planner. This is 2024. Go get a planner and start planning. Okay? So, while the journey may be filled with all the obstacles, it also presents a lot of opportunities for growth, for innovation, and for success. I tell people I've always been an entrepreneur all my life. So, and I've also tested the other side, which is working the 9 to 5, and I know the difference. If you want to be a leader, then you need to start becoming an entrepreneur. So, in conclusion, starting a business is not a small feat. It is thrilling, it is challenging, but the sky is the limit you can achieve. Okay? So, this is just like a crash course in understanding the fundamentals of starting your own business. So, remember, the entrepreneurship journey is filled with highs, it's filled with lows, but with a passion, like I keep saying, because we cannot talk about entrepreneurship without passion. Because most times we convert our hobbies, the things we love doing, into business, and we divert from it being hobby to it being business. Okay? So, with the right guidance, that's why you have me here, guiding you all through this journey in these 6 weeks as we've been. And with the right perseverance, with the right idea. Like I always say, there is no right idea. Anyway, every idea can sell is with the right. So let me rephrase that. So with the right planning, okay, you can get there. You can turn your business dreams into reality, okay? And you can turn your business ideas into the juicy pots that people want to draw from, because we are here to help people. Your business is to help people. So your business is to solve a need in the society, and people need you. We need you. So don't be stuck where you are. Rise up, get started today. Today is that day you've been waiting for. Today is that very day you've been waiting for. So that is all for today. And if you found this lecture very helpful, I can't wait to see all your amazing businesses that you will create. Please comment, send us DMs, send us messages, okay? Send us messages to our emails, hello at roothebzibah, HAVEN.com. If you feel you are still stuck and you need a community to join, maybe you've been grieving all your life, or you just started grieving and you cannot rise, you can join Echoes of Life. That's our grieving community. So you can join. There we'll be able to help, because we help to create awareness. We help to help people get out of grief very quickly. So you can check it out on www.echoesoflife.org. You can join the grief spa at Echoes of Life, and you can join sessions also at Echoes of Life, and you'll be so glad you did. So take care of yourself. Stay tuned for more exciting content in our Fresh Start series. We have other series that will be coming up soon, but this is our Fresh Start series. Just stay tuned and keep watching. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe because that will keep us here. Don't forget to like this channel. Don't forget to send your comments in, because that will keep us here. As you keep commenting, giving us those stars, keep giving us those stars, keep giving us those stars. As you're watching, keep giving us those stars, keep giving us the thumbs up. We just love you, okay? And we'll continue to create empowering content for you as you journey through this life, from one and transition from one stage of your life to the other stage of your life, right? Don't worry, we are here. You are not alone. So until next time, keep hustling, keep innovating, never stop believing in yourself, because you know what? You've got this. You've got this. Okay? So you've got all this going. So we love you. We'll continue to love you. Continue to share and love us also. Thank you, and God bless you.